What if all immigrants leave the UK? What if all immigrants leave the UK? It's a thought-provoking question, isn't it? Picture waking up tomorrow in a Britain stripped of every single immigrant. No foreign-born NHS staff, no international students, no small business owners with roots overseas. Your local curry house? Closed. Your GP appointment? Delayed. Your Amazon parcel? Probably not coming. This isn't just about immigration, it's about how Britain functions. In this video, we're peeling back the layers of modern British life to see what would really happen if immigrants suddenly vanished. Spoiler, the impact might just hit closer to home than you'd expect. Let's dive in. The NHS would crumble. Let's start with the institution closest to British hearts, the NHS. It's no secret that the National Health Service relies heavily on immigrant workers. But just how dependent is it? According to the UK Parliament's House of Commons Library, around 36% of NHS doctors are non-UK nationals. That includes professionals from India, Pakistan, Nigeria, the Philippines, and across Europe. Nurses? Approximately 28% of NHS nurses are foreign nationals. And let's not forget the care sector. Many workers in residential and home care services are migrants, particularly in high-need areas like London and the South East. So, what if all immigrants leave the United Kingdom? In less than 24 hours, hospitals would be understaffed, surgeries would be cancelled, and the wait for emergency care could skyrocket. Maternity wards, oncology units, and mental health services would be overwhelmed or shut entirely. And here's the kicker. Training British-born replacements isn't quick. Medical school takes at least 5 to 10 years. So even if every young Brit suddenly decided to become a doctor tomorrow, the system would still be in crisis for at least a decade. In short, without immigrants, the NHS wouldn't just struggle, it might cease to function as we know it. Mass vacancies across key industries. Let's take a walk beyond the hospital corridors. What about the supermarket you shop at? Or the hotel where you stayed during that staycation? Or even the Amazon warehouse where your next day delivery is packed? As of early 2024, more than 21% of the UK workforce is foreign-born, according to the Migration Observatory at the University of Oxford. Immigrants are the backbone of construction, hospitality, food production, cleaning, transport, social care, and tech. From chefs to software developers, they hold up industries that many of us take for granted. So, what if all immigrants leave the United Kingdom? The effect would be immediate and chaotic. Restaurants would shut down due to lack of chefs and kitchen staff. Farms would be forced to let crops rot because no one is there to pick them. Public transport could grind to a halt without drivers. Logistics companies would be swamped, and supermarkets could face food shortages. And let's be honest, many of these jobs are not being flooded with applications from British-born workers. Whether it's the low pay, long hours, or tough physical labour, some roles are simply hard to fill domestically. The result? Prices would rise, businesses would cut hours or close entirely, and unemployment might not fall because many Britons don't have the skills or desire for these roles. This isn't about taking jobs, it's about filling vital gaps. The economic shockwave. We often hear people ask, wouldn't the UK be better off financially without immigrants? Short answer, no. Long answer, definitely not. Let's talk tax. A landmark study by Oxford Economics revealed that European migrants contribute around £2,300 more per person per year to the public purse than the average UK adult. That's because they tend to be younger, more economically active, and use fewer public services. Non-EU migrants also contribute significantly, particularly in skilled sectors. So what if all immigrants leave the United Kingdom? The Centre for Economic Performance at LSE estimates that removing migrant workers would shrink the UK's gross domestic product by over £200 billion, a severe hit to public finances, business performance, and national productivity. Beyond tax, many immigrants start businesses. Think corner shops, takeaways, minicab services, tech startups, clothing lines, you name it. These businesses employ people, pay taxes, and keep local high streets buzzing. Now remove them all. That's thousands of businesses gone overnight. Consumer confidence would crash. Local economies, especially in cities like London, Birmingham, and Manchester, would take a massive hit. House prices in immigrant-heavy areas might fall, but that's cold comfort if the job market also collapses. Britain needs workers, and immigrants have consistently filled that need. Take them out of the equation, and the economic formula no longer adds up. Cultural identity and everyday life. Ever craved a curry on a Friday night? Or gone to a Caribbean carnival? Or queued at your favourite Polish bakery for a freshly baked loaf? Congratulations! You've enjoyed the richness brought by immigration. British culture isn't static, it evolves. And over the past century, it has evolved beautifully with the help of people from around the world. Immigrants have not just brought labour, they've brought music, food, fashion, language, religion, and stories. What if all immigrants leave the UK? Britain wouldn't just lose workers, it would lose flavour, literally. Chicken tikka masala might be a national dish, but its roots are South Asian. From reggae to rap, from samosas to sushi, immigrant communities have enriched daily life in ways most people never stop to notice. And let's not forget the arts, media, and sports. Some of the UK's biggest cultural icons, Stormzy, Mo Farah, Sir Mo Ibrahim, Mallory Blackman, are children of immigrants. The Premier League, packed with talent from across the globe. The BBC, staffed by voices that reflect modern, multicultural Britain. Without this diversity, Britain might feel less British, less global, less vibrant. A monoculture isn't just boring, it's limiting. The education sector collapse. Education is another sector quietly powered by immigration. Think about it. Who's teaching your kids? Who's researching cures in university labs? And who's paying sky-high international fees that keep British universities afloat? In the 2022 to 2023 academic year, there were more than 758,000 international students enrolled in UK higher education, according to HESA. These students contributed a staggering £41.9 billion to the UK economy, based on Universities UK estimates. If all immigrants and international students vanished, university budgets would collapse. Towns like Cambridge, Oxford, and Sheffield would suffer economically. Academic rankings would drop, and British students would have fewer global peers to learn alongside. Knowledge doesn't flourish in isolation. Immigration keeps classrooms dynamic, labs innovative, and campuses thriving. Would life be cheaper without immigration? There's a popular myth that fewer immigrants would mean cheaper rent, more jobs, and lower costs. But economists overwhelmingly disagree. Immigration increases both supply and demand. Yes, more people mean more housing is needed, but immigrants also build houses, drive construction, and operate real estate businesses. Removing them would slow down housing projects, increase labour costs, and ultimately raise prices. And food? With fewer people working on farms or in supply chains, the price of basic items like milk, bread, and vegetables would rise. Transport costs would spike due to fewer lorry drivers. Hospitality prices would soar because restaurants wouldn't have enough staff to operate efficiently. So what if all immigrants leave the United Kingdom? Your local coster might cost more. That plumber might charge double. The cost of living crisis wouldn't improve, it would intensify. The British Chambers of Commerce, the Bank of England, and various independent economists agree. Without the immigrant workforce, productivity drops, shortages rise, and inflation worsens. What would the UK be like without immigration? In short, lonelier, slower, more expensive, and less colourful. Immigrants aren't just part of Britain, they help make it work. If you found this eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the discussion going. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.